purchase because some of the items are quite nice and like, I want to say springy or summery. I don't know what came over me when I did this order because in my mind I was like, oh, colour. So, this is a tablecloth which is screaming colour. I feel like it's very kind of like Moroccan vibe colours. It's beautiful. I don't know what came over me. I don't know. I think I need to test it out. It might be a bit too much and a bit too garish for what we're after. Who knows? I then got these really cute little floral napkins. They're just really beautiful and really summery. I love the little flower design. So I got those. They were a pack of 2. And then got myself these 2 new mugs. They're like a really gorgeous cream colour with like a blue rim on the top. I have a cup of tea like every single day, and I probably have a hot chocolate as well, a lot. So I feel like these are really good tea mugs. And also if you want like a big mug of hot chocolate, this is what I'm after. I want this sort of size. So yeah, I think they're very cute. I actually don't know what else I ordered. What is this? I ordered myself some more glass straws. I really love the colour of these. These are chunky straws. Whoa. That's almost for like a bubble tea. They're very cute though. Very, very cute. And then the last thing is this little glass bowl that says like, it says snacks on it, which I just think is so freaking cute. I can just imagine that like full of chocolate or like some crisps, and it would just, I don't know, I just really, really liked it. So yeah, I didn't buy much, but that was what I got from Zara Home. You can very much see there's like a little theme going on with the colours. Wednesday, everybody. She's a little egg today. The hair is slicked back. Do you know what? I actually forget that when my hair is short, I can still slick it back in a little bun. I do have to like use hair gel and then hairspray, so this is feeling a teeny tiny bit crispy right now, but she slicked back. It was quite nice because it was raining and it was a bit windy this morning, and you know, you just don't want to have to worry about your hair, so yeah. Anyway, I have been down to Brighton. I spent the morning with India, which was so lovely. Had a big old catch up. We did a teeny tiny little bit of shopping, and then I got my nails done. These are my nails. Oh my goodness, I'm obsessed. They kind of look like sunset vibes. I'm going on a holiday and I think these are just perfect for that. But like I said, I did purchase a few things. So let me give you a quick little haul. We popped into Douse, and Douse is such a lovely shop for kind of like little bits and bobs, homeware pieces. I could spend so much money in there, but I'm really in this phase at the moment where I like to buy just cards and stock up and just have them. There are so many cute like designs that I see in random shops, and then I just never remember to go back there. So I'm like, right, let's just buy them and then stock up, and then I have like a nice little pile, and if I ever need a birthday card, I have one. So I picked up 3. First one I saw was this one, which I just think is so cool. And this can be given to anyone because I think majority of people love a Colin. They love a Colin cake. Next one is this one. Very simple, very cute. Happy birthday. Lovely. And then the next one is this one here. It's just blank inside, so it can be for anything, but I just thought the little illustration was really cute. And then the last thing that I got in Douse was this really sweet little ceramic tray. I don't know what the brand is. It says Faucet, I think so maybe. Anyway, yeah, it's obviously China, and I think it's so cute. It was literally the other day I was eating apple and peanut butter, and I was like, oh, I need like a little plate that has a cute compartment that I can put the peanut butter in, you know. And lo and behold, I saw this and I was like, oh, my dreams and prayers have been answered. So I had to buy it. They did also do it in a gorgeous yellow. They did it in like a beigey colour, and then they did also do it in a green, but I kind of just really loved the white. It also really is giving kind of like school dinner tray vibes, and I just think it's really cool. And you could also use it for like so many other things. The lovely person at the till suggested having like hummus and like carrots or vegetables or pittas. I even suggested like for olives, and you can put like the pips there, whatever, or cherries. Just so cute. So yeah, I got that. And then we also popped into a really cute little jewelry store and came away with a few goodies. The first one is this really pretty like brown and turquoise flower beaded necklace. And you can see it's got like little green bits as well. Oops, it's going on my face. Hang on, can you see it? I'm not sure, but I just thought it was so cute. And again, like when I go on holiday, this will look really sweet if I wear a bikini or like a particular dress. And then I did see these bracelets and I loved them. I don't know why, I was just drawn to them. So I went for this big chunky one here, which I just think is really cool. And then I also went for the smaller one too. I don't know when I'm going to wear them, but I do plan on wearing them when I'm on holiday. But yeah, I love them. I'm doing this with my arms. So that is my little purchases from today in Brighton. Also, whilst I'm here, I think it's time to discuss book. I did just quickly grab my books from my shelf. I have finished One Dark Window and I'm currently halfway through the second one, but I am currently reading it on my Kindle because I've been on the go today. And well, how far am I? I'm probably about 50%? Oh, I'm 67% of the way through of the second one, Twisted Crown. Yeah, 2 Twisted Crowns. I don't know how I feel about it, if I'm honest. Maybe it's because I really kind of bigged it up in my head, and it's been on my TBR list for so long, and maybe I just really, I don't know, it's really hard to explain, but maybe I went in with really high expectations and if they're just not necessarily being met. I don't know. Like, I'm still reading it obviously and I'm going to finish it, but I wouldn't say it's my favourite book, I think. But hey, I'm only 67% of the way through, so maybe I'm speaking too soon and maybe the ending's going to be incredible and it's going to completely change my opinion. But that is my current thoughts at the moment on my current read. My sister is actually currently reading ACOTAR and she's on the second book, Mist and Fury, and I cannot even begin to explain to you how envious I am that she's reading them for the first time. And maybe that is why I'm not enjoying this as much, because all I can think about is ACOTAR and being back in that world and just how amazing the second book was. So yeah, I feel like I am comparing it to that, but hey, it's fine. But I am enjoying being able to talk to my sister and live through her while she is reading the second book. She's asking me for fan art, I'm sending it to her. I actually organised, hang on, where's my phone? Let me go and get my phone so I can show you. I have like Pinterest boards for only three books. So I have a Pinterest board of fan art for Fourth Wing, for Powerless, and for ACOTAR. Weirdly, I've never done it for any other books, but I've done it for those. And I always say to people, like, don't go on Pinterest whilst you're reading because you will see spoilers, obviously. And that's what happened to me when I was reading ACOTAR. And I don't mind a spoiler, so I wasn't mad about it, but I did see things that I probably shouldn't have seen so early on whilst reading it. So I always say to people, like, please do not go on social media and type in the book for fan art. I always feel like it is my duty when friends are reading books I've recommended that they tell me where they are and I find the fan art for them and I send it to them so they can see it if they need help picturing like characters or places. And I love it. I love kind of diving into that world for like just a few minutes, you know? Anyway, like I said, I have an ACOTAR Pinterest board and I then created sections on my Pinterest board for book 1, book 2, book 3 and book 5. I didn't really bother for book 4 because that's just a meh. As you can see here, so here's just pictures of like characters, and then yeah, you then go into details. So I mean, if you haven't read it, I don't want to give anything away. So yeah, like for example, I can go into section like ACOTAR book 1 and I will save this picture and I'll send it to her. And then doing that also just makes it extra safe for me to not send her any spoilers. I don't think I would. I'm pretty sure I remember like what happens in each book, but just in case. Anyway, I'm rambling way too much and no one probably cares, but I was really having the time of my life sorting out my pins into sections. And then she did also message actually asking if she could have access to my ACOTAR Spotify playlist because she wanted to add some songs, and I was like, oh my god, yes. So it's really nice being able to talk to her about it, and she feels very much how I feel when I read. Like we get very kind of attached and like emotional, and songs and music really kind of, I don't know, they go really well with like certain scenarios in our heads when we read, so we're very much on the same level with that, and it's so nice to talk to someone that just gets it. Like I don't feel like embarrassed or judged, like we're so in the same boat, and it's so nice. So yeah, she's currently reading ACOTAR. Like I said, she's only on the second one, so she's still got 3 more to go, and we all know that book 5, she's a chunky one, and it does take a little bit longer to get through that one, I personally think. So I have a bit of time to obviously finish the Twisted Crowns, or 2 Twisted Crowns, and then I'm probably going to pick up another series and read that. I'm kind of swaying towards Spark of the Everflame. I've heard really good things. And then I think it's time to start throwing a glass, and I reckon I'm gonna try and time it with like my sister so that when she starts it, I start it at the same time, and then we can be in that world together. But yeah, that was my little book talk update. I will probably try and finish 2 Twisted Crowns this week, so I'm hoping it'll be included in this video and you can see if my opinion has changed. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go make myself a cup of tea, and I'm actually gonna watch an episode of New Girl. Me and Eli have started New Girl. and I've never seen it before, but he has, and I'm hooked. I love it so much. I don't know why it's taken me so long to watch this series, but it's so funny. And yeah, I'm just gonna sit down for maybe one episode, maybe 2 episodes, and then we'll crack on with some more jobs I need to do for the rest of the evening. But yeah, that was my little Wednesday update. What an entrance. Happy Friday, everybody. This morning I had a meeting with my lovely management, and then I've spent majority of the day editing this YouTube video, actually, because I wanted to try and get like a bit of a head start in terms of editing it. I normally leave it till Sunday evening, and I regret it every time. So this week I was like, no, let's try and get ahead of ourselves. So I've been editing it today, which is good. I feel like I've got a really good head start. But more excitingly, I am ready because I'm heading to the cinema to go meet Charlotte, Isaac and Eli, and we're going to watch the new Lilo and Stitch film, and I'm so excited. I don't know whether to get like sweets or a Tango Ice Blast. I could get both, but that probably is going to be a sugar overload, so I need to decide in the moment what I'm feeling. But I have also been listening to Akatar music all day, and it's been great. But that does also bring me back to the Kindle. I am literally on, wake up, 88%. I don't have long to go, so I'm going to read this on the tube and hopefully finish it today or this evening, and I will report back my opinion and my thoughts and my reviews and everything. But yeah, that's that. Outfit of the day is very simple, very cozy. I always feel like when you go to the cinema, you have to be, well, I always want to be just really comfy and cozy, and that normally results in like a trainer, a baggy jean and like a comfy jacket. So I've gone for a bomber. This one's from Anina Bing. I haven't worn her in a while, and it feels rather odd to be wearing a bomber considering how warm it was like beginning of the week or even last week. So yeah, I feel like kind of going back in time with the seasons, but it's fine. This navy t-shirt, which is an old one from Topshop, and I've got like these blue baggy jeans on. Here's Lena, looking cute as always. Hey, oh my goodness. But yeah, very excited for the film. Gonna get some snacks, and I will report back regarding book and also the new Lilo and Stitch film. Charlotte, you're gonna have to help me review it.
I just sobbed my eyes out. Like, look how red my eyes are.
I mean, I cried twice. You actually lost it.
I literally couldn't stop crying. Like, I mean, look, you can tell how big my eyes are. That was too much.
It was so good. Like, so, 12 out of 10 for me.
I'm gonna start crying again.
Like, they did it so well.
Yeah, everything, like, it was so good.
So, I mean, I love the animation, like, anyway.
The animation was amazing, but the way that they've cast it, everything is perfect.
So good. Definitely go watch it.
I feel unstable.
We're back from Central, and as you would have seen, Charlotte managed to get her hands on the Big Daddy pistachio bar. She actually sent a picture when she was in Marks and Spencer's, and the shelf was like fully stocked. So get in there quick. We're gonna sneeze. That's like, can you hear that? That is solid. Big Daddy pistachio, chunky chocolate bar with pistachio creme, caramel, and pistachio pieces. Oh my god. Ooh. Caramel. Wow. You want that bit?
Thank you.
Ready? Try it together.
Yep. Yeah, good. That'll do.
I hate to admit it, but it is really good. That is delicious. I'm gonna make a cup of tea and enjoy this for a few minutes. Good evening. Before I end this weekly vlog, I wanted to touch base on finishing Two Twisted Crowns, because I mentioned earlier that I was very close to finishing and I wanted to make sure that I included it in this video so it kind of just sums it all up in one. I finished and the ending was decent. I was happy with the ending and I'm glad that I read it. If I'm being honest though, on my rating for the series, it's probably like a 6.5 out of 10. Like, I'm glad I read it and there were moments that I did enjoy reading it, but I'm not rushing to recommend it to other people, if that makes sense. There's other books that I would suggest to people before this one. Yeah, like I said, it was decent, but it wasn't on the kind of like amazing mark for me. I am actually going to be reading some kind of like romancy summer books next. I feel like I need a palette cleanser. I've gone from like fantasy to fantasy to fantasy to fantasy to fantasy, and I'm like, I need a bit of a break. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little palette cleanser, as I like to call it, and read some romance and easy kind of summer fling books, and then I will be going back into a fantasy, whether that is Throne of Glass or Spark of the Everflame or Book of Azrael. I do not know, but yeah, that is my final book update for the weekly vlog. But I will be leaving this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys very soon for the next one. Bye.